Page 5 now, death to Obamacare by 1,000 cuts. Slowly, pieces of the so-called Affordable Care Act are being dismantled with help from lawmakers like retiring Senator Orrin Hatch of Utah, who is no longer sugarcoating the truth.
The individual mandate tax that was established under that wonderful bill called Obamacare. That was the stupidest, dumbass bill that I've ever seen.
Well, he's right. Certainly from a constitutional perspective, as the health care law is now being challenged both in court and in the court of public opinion. Joining me now, the founder of the American Truth Project and Daily Ledger contributor, Barry Nussbaum. Barry, this has been debated so many times. We've been saying we're going to repeal and replace. How is this time different?
Well, there's a huge difference. Starting in Idaho, now the governor there is urging healthcare insurers to, get this, bring in capitalism to find creative ways to lower costs. In other words, he's opening the door to healthcare providers to provide new plans that do not apply to the Obamacare guidelines.
We're starting to see the divergence of states in terms of how they approach health care. I mean, in Idaho, so many of the residents have had to pay Obamacare premiums that have almost doubled. And I think with Obamacare, what's going to continue to happen with the Obamacare exchanges is those plans are going to continue to increase in cost. The premiums and deductibles will go up so much that people just aren't going to use them as much.
Variety, the spice of life, and capitalism. Meanwhile, here's the big news. 20 states are now suing the federal government using a fascinating legal argument, which is, since the Obamacare mandate had been repealed under the new tax law, their health care law is now unconstitutional because it no longer is a tax on all Americans. We're about to undo the legacy of Barack Obama. His legislative linchpin in his biography is Obamacare, and you're about to see it disappear. Donald Trump announced at CPAC that he's going to take it apart piece by piece. This is the first step in this lawsuit. As you just heard, the Supreme Court most undoubtedly will rule that you can get out. The tax is now gone, and in my opinion, it's about time. Obamacare has been a massive financial disaster with rising costs in every single state, and elimination of competition has caused, get this, tens of millions of Americans to pay a tax not to have to buy Obamacare mandated coverage. So now you've got the Attorney General in Texas leading the fight along with 20 states to sue, to say, let us out. It's not legal anymore. And the Supreme Court will probably side with him.
Yeah, but Barry, we've been talking about this for almost a decade now. Repeal and replace Obamacare. Republicans have said this time and time again. And I mean, yes, it's a good thing that we're going to take it to court again, but the Supreme Court has ruled twice already that this is constitutional. How is this time different?
You know, the logic that got it legal through the court once was, since everybody would be taxed if they opted out and Congress passed it, then it was legal constitutionally. It's a bizarre argument, but that's what the Supreme Court said. Now that that tax is out under the new tax law that Trump and the Congress approved in December, the rationale under constitutional provisions provided to the Congress don't exist anymore. Therefore, because you don't have to be in and pay a tax, now there's a way out. And that's what the 20 states are suing to prove. I think they're going to win. And when they do, Obamacare is over.
Well, let's hope that you're right and that this time is actually different. Barry, thanks.